Hey everyone, welcome to the last month in cloud video series, and today we'll be talking about all the major updates, announcement and highlights from the month of August, especially in the AWS sector. So without further ado, let's get started. The first update is the support of Security Group for the network load balancer. Earlier, this was only available at the application load balancer layer, or you would have to implement that in the instance level, but now you get that built in the NLB. This means that you can restrict certain source IPs or manage the access control policies from the NLB layer itself. So this means you get to manage the security from a high level and enhance your infrastructure. Other than that, if you're using Kubernetes for managing your cluster, you can use the NLB with the help of AWS Load Balancer Controller. For that, you'll have to use version 2.6 or above to get this feature enabled. So moving on to the next one, Amazon Aurora now supports the global database failover feature. So this means that you can quickly recover from the database failure in one of the regions, and you can promote one of your secondary read replicas into a primary one, and all of this automatically is done by the Aurora for you. So if you have a database cluster in, let's say, US East 1 and the entire data center or your database goes down, then you can have your secondary database, let's say in EU East 1, to become the primary one and start serving your customers. This means that there will be a minimal to no downtime for your users, and you can always have your applications and database up and running. That's a cool new feature, and if you are using Aurora for your MySQL or Postgres database needs, then this is definitely a feature that you need to check this out, and it is now also available globally, so you can use it for your existing database or if you are creating a new Aurora database. Moving on to our third update, AWS celebrated their 5th annual AWS Stories Day on the 9th of August. This was really exciting for me as well, as we could see a lot of experts coming in talking about the different storage services like EFS, EBS, S3, FSX and a lot of other storage services. And we discussed about the different roadmaps for the services, and it was really exciting. So if you want a highlight or the recap of all the things that happened on the AWS Storage Day, you can watch the entire recording, or you can get a summary on their official website, which will be in the description below, so make sure to check that out. Moving on to the next one, and our fourth update, Mount Point for Amazon S3 is now generally available and ready for your production workload. So it's an open source file client for your Linux based applications, so you can directly mount the S3 storage bucket or one of its path to directly to your application. So this means that you can use Linux command like cd, ls and other commands like you would do normally in your own local storage. And behind the scene, this will be making the API calls to the S3 services, but you don't need to worry about that. You can just use the S3 bucket and the storage if you were using that in your own local PC and it was one of the folders or structure in your own file directory. So it's that easy, and I am super excited for this one, and it makes the debugging and development process a lot easier. Really cool feature, and I'm really looking forward on how the community reacts to this service. For our fifth update, which is really useful and exciting, especially if you are a content creator and produce live stream for your viewers. So AWS has launched Amazon IBIS service, which supports live streaming for up to 10,000 viewers and 12 hosts with a latency of 300 milliseconds. So if you are making videos or planning to do live streams for your social media content and engaging with your audience, whether you are a podcaster or a streamer or a singer, musician, anyone, if you want to do live streams, then this is definitely a service that you need to check this out. You can use the SDK for the Amazon IBS to create a stage and interact with the services. Also, you can integrate this service directly into your mobile app with the help of SDK. So make sure to check this out. And I'm really excited for this one as well, as I am planning to do some live stream in the future, and I'll definitely share you the progress and the results that I get from these services. Also, it comes with the layered encoding features. That means that if you can produce a high quality video, your users or the viewers can consume the quality according to their internet bandwidth. So that means that someone who has a really good internet connection can easily watch the high quality content with no buffering or any other issues. Likewise, user with low or medium internet speed can get the respective quality of the video without any issues with latency or buffering. so it automatically adjusts according to the quality of the sender as well as the receiver. So that's a great feature, and I'm really looking forward to use this service in the future. For our sixth update, which is a really exciting one, as they have renamed Amazon Kinesis Data Analytics Service to Amazon Managed Service for Apache Flink. This is a major name change, as the Kinesis Data Analytics was a really popular name among the community and the developers. It's the service that allows you to transform and analyze real-time streaming data. And I believe the only reason they would do this name change is to make it clear for their users and clients that this is using Apache Flink behind the scene to transform and analyze the data, and just that should be the reason why they have made this change. So make sure that if you are someone who is finding Amazon Managed Service for Apache Flink, it's the same as the Amazon Kinesis Data Analytics that we used to call till now. So just keep a mind on that. But the next update, AWS has announced AWS Dedicated Local Zones, which is your cloud infrastructure in a location defined by you, and that is exclusively built for you. So if you have certain compliance or regulatory requirements, but you want the same level of security and all the features that you get in AWS Cloud, you can now get that in your own data center or in your own location, and you can use all the AWS services that you normally use in the public AWS Cloud, but specifically designed and made for you. It does come with some costs that you need to pay for, but this really useful feature if you are super crucial about your sovereignty or looking forward to protect your privacy and keeping your things in regulations and compliance with your requirements. So make sure that if you are looking into any of those services or features, this is a really cool infrastructure addition from AWS, and Singapore government and other popular agencies have already started to test this out. So if you are someone who is looking for this requirement, make sure to check this out. Our final update, Amazon Gamelift now supports instances powered by the Graviton 3 based processors. For those of you who are not familiar with the Gamelift service, it's a managed service for managing and scaling your game servers, especially if you are into multiplayer online games. And with the help of Graviton 3 based processor, you can get performance improvement up to 25%, and you also get to save a lot of cost with it. So if you are looking to save some cost while increasing your performance, make sure to switch to the Graviton 3 based processors. And with the addition of this, you can now get up to 8 different kinds of different instant type that is now supported with the Amazon Gamelift service. That's it, folks. That was the final update for the month of August, and I really hope that you got some insight from us. We have some other amazing videos already out there in our YouTube channel and some upcoming ones as well. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as our newsletter to stay updated with all these contents. I will be back again with all the updates from the month of September soon. So until then, see ya, bye bye, and have a great time ahead.